Is it recording? Hi Jamie, my name's Alanah and I'm HR Manager for Anybiz Inc. How are you going today?
Good, thank you.
I'm good. So you've applied for the computer salesperson. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you questions and then you'll have time at the end to ask me anything you want. I will be recording down notes as you speak, so don't feel intimidated. I'll just start off by talking a little bit about Anybiz Inc. So basically we design, develop and market advanced systems for specialised data capture. So basically you'll be located at a store in Malaga and you basically will be the point of contact for any customers who come in and have questions, want to buy anything. You'll also be amongst 5 other salespeople as well as 1 store manager. We are based in the national office in Perth in the CBD, so if you have any questions or whatever, we're always there to answer. Basically, you've submitted an application form, so I'll just go through and ask you a few questions about your application form. So previously you've worked for Apple as a sales rep in 2014 to now. Tell me a little bit about that job and what you do.
The job basically involved selling hardware and software throughout WA.
Yep.
So I was based in Perth CBD.
Yep.
So I used to go into companies and businesses selling Apple software, trying to promote upsell from newer software as well, and newer hardware.
Okay, no worries. And why did you leave Apple, if you don't mind me asking?
Felt I was a bit as high as I was going to get, so I'm looking for a different challenge.
Okay, no worries. Alright, I'll go through the questions as well that we have here. Tell us a little something about yourself.
Been interested in computers and hardware since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Also had a keen interest in development for software.
Yeah.
I feel it comes pretty natural as progression. I'm a people person as well, so
yeah.
It seems good to sync 2 and 2 together with the public and IT.
I also noticed that you have a degree in business studies. How long did that take you to complete that?
4 years.
4 years. Okay. 4 years. Why did you apply for this position?
I feel it's got good career progression. I've heard a lot of good things about the company.
Yeah.
So I feel I could really make a difference to myself and the company.
Perfect. Why do you think you're right for this position?
I think my experience with the companies I have worked with bring a lot to the table. Very quick and keen learner as well, so I'm always good to adapt to new technology and new software. And plus, pretty approachable as well, so make good contact.
Yeah.
And coming into contact with other new businesses, new faces.
Awesome. What are some of the largest accomplishments throughout your working career?
Apart from my degree, various achievements through training working at Apple. Obviously, diagnostic training, managed to gain that through Access. So,
Awesome. Just some general sales questions. What do you least like about being a computer salesperson?
A mundane job, so the same day in day out, that's what I don't like. I like a bit of variety, a bit of change. So I like to see new faces.
Well, with this position as well, you also have to cover a couple of other stores as well, so that might be good for you.
Yeah.
So, what was the toughest sale you've ever had?
It was a new company starting up, and we had to sell the hardware, full hardware and software to a technical company. So again, it was arranging the correct price and the correct product for that customer.
Yeah.
Took a bit of negotiating, a bit of give and take, but we got there.
Perfect. you've lost a sale ever, why did you lose a sale?
When we've lost a sale, it's normally due to the cost involved. Now, the products I've been involved in are high quality products, so the cost can be quite significant, and not all the times the buyer wants to pay the price.
Yeah.
So normally when we lose a sale, that is due to the price of the product. Sorry.
Due to sales. Alright. What would you do differently in that sales that you lost?
If I could offer some sort of group discount, some sort of after sales management possibly, to try and sweeten the deal, so to speak.
Yeah. Alright. Tell me about the past sales you've generated at Apple.
Past sales has been outfitting companies with hardware and software technologies, then also supplying the companies with updated software and selling updated software to the companies as well, so their computer systems are always up to date. So you've got that constant flow of income.
Yeah. What was the size of the largest sale, second largest sale, and third largest sale last year?
First largest sale would have been over 50 hardware units, accompanied with software, antivirus protection as well.
Yeah.
Gross to just over 300,000.
300,000 for that year?
For that sale.
Yep.
Second off was probably just over half that, so about 200,000. It's the same idea, sell over 30 products. Again, hardware, software.
Software, 30. Yeah.
First biggest was for a new company that sells online food to your door. So that one had to get set up with computer systems, and that was about 120,000 roughly.
How long did that take you guys to set that up?
Best part about 3 months. Once we got the hardware and software set up, ran a few bug controls.
Yeah. Perfect. How do you monitor your progress for your goals?
Monitor our progress, the amount of sales I achieve per day or per week.
Do you guys have a report or anything like that at the end of the day?
Yeah, we normally at the start of every week we have a report of previous week's sales.
Yeah.
So we've got a constant update.
Okay. Alright, now up to the customer service questions. Describe a tough customer that you have won over and how did you do it?
Tough customer. Again, for an IT company that makes phone applications, phone apps. So we basically selling software to them.
Yeah.
Again, we had to sell their software at a discounted rate, prove obviously the quality of the software was capable for what the demands. Again, took a bit of negotiation, but we got it.
How was the customer difficult?
Wasn't willing to pay the money that we required. Was generally just really cautious about the sale, so took a lot of persuading.
Yeah. Have you had any rude customers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How would you deal with that?
Talk to them in a polite manner, try and diffuse any situation that's occurred.
Yeah.
And run and get the manager if it doesn't work.
Manager. Perfect. Alright. What was the last compliment you got from a customer?
How friendly I was.
How friendly. Alright, what goals have you set for yourself?
Store manager within a year.
Mm-hmm. In a year. Alright, how do you think you'll get there? What would you do?
Improving on sales team efficiencies, and just obviously working to the best of my ability.
Yeah. What software are you familiar with?
iOS and Android applications such as Ice Cream.
Okay. What in the last 3 months have you done to keep your computer skills current?
Technical training courses, new software training courses. Every few months there's a new course.
Oh, that's good. That's similar to any biz. Alright, now it's your turn to ask me questions.
Okay. What would the annual salary be?
So far, it depends obviously on your experience and your knowledge. So it can be a little bit more, it can be a little bit less, but it's about 55,000. That's not including super. But obviously, you have a 3 months probationary period. So after that, we can negotiate your salary. But at the moment, it'd be about 55,000. But obviously, if you're successful, we can discuss that further on. What's another question?
What chances are for me to move up?
It can be pretty high. Obviously, you will have to prove yourself. We do have a staff review every 3 to 4 months. What happens is everyone in your sort of store will basically have to sort of review everyone. So it's not just your manager, which that's the reason why we do that, is to make sure that obviously it's not just a one person view, it's everyone else's view. So if that goes all good, we also do training every 6 months as well, just obviously to make sure that all of our software and everything that you're up to date. So if customers have to ask you anything, you obviously know a bit more about that software. So it obviously, yeah, like I said, you will have to prove yourself, but of course there's always going to be a chance of you to move up. Cool, do you have any other questions?
And is there any sort of bonus scheme in place?
Yeah, so what happens is, it depends how much money we earn as well. So depending on how much sales you get, we obviously, that's a percentage of how much bonus you will get. But that's obviously done after the review, which is 3 to 4 months. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, this is also, I'll give you a copy of your position description so you can go home and think about that. So what we'll do is I'll go, because we have another 3 other people to interview. So once I've basically interviewed everyone, I myself will give you a call and let you know how you go. And if I have any questions for you as well, I will get in touch. So I'll get in touch with you either tomorrow or the day after.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.